So for number 1, what can we divide out of all of those? 5. What would be left? N squared plus 9n minus 3. That's it.
That's it.
For GCF, that's it.
And that was the quiz on?
The quiz is on all 5 factoring methods. Have any other questions? Any other problems we want to go over, review? So we're good with everything else?
Yeah.
Just one piece.
Sure, pick one.
7.
Okay, so for 7, factoring by grouping, split the middle, and you're doing GCF twice. What could we divide out of the first 2?
And 2.
N squared. What would be left?
5 and
Minus 7. Then what could we divide out of the right 2? What did you say? 6. And it would be plus 6, bring down whatever the sign is. What would be left?
5 and minus 7.
And then what are your 2 factors?
N squared plus 6 and 5 and minus 7.
Okay. That's it for grouping. For difference of squares, or it might say perfect square, perfect square. Pick one.
15.
15. Are these perfect squares?
No.
No. Yes.
Yes. 9 and 25 and x squared are all perfect squares. So that's going to be 2 sets of factors. What are they going to be?
3x minus 5 and 3x plus 5.
That is it for grouping. Unless you, I'm sorry, for difference of squares, unless you have a GCF, factor out the GCF first and then keep going.
Okay.
For 19, so there are ones that have a GCF that you have to factor out and then ones without. But you're looking for 2 numbers that multiply to be 80, but add to be negative 18. What are 2 numbers that would work?
8 and 10.
8 and 10, but they would both need to be negative. So then your 2 factors would be x minus 8, x minus 10. So with that one, there's not a whole lot of work to show unless you're showing me your factors.
It doesn't matter if one goes first. Okay.
Does not.
Okay.
Okay. And then last section,
26.
26. With these, always double check and see, does this have a GCF? Is there something we can divide out of everything? For 26. 5 would definitely work. Someone do that, tell me what that would be. So it would be what?
18.
7k squared minus 10k minus 8. Okay. From there, we're now looking for 2 numbers that we have to multiply 7 and negative 18. Someone do that for me. My brain is not working. Okay.
Negative 9 and then negative 2.
What was the number first? 126. 126. Okay, so we're looking for two numbers that multiply to be negative 126 and add to be negative 10. So that's a big number. Let's write out some factors. 1 and 126, 2 and
Easy 3. No.
I'm going off whatever you guys say. Double check it.
That's a guess.
Double check it. It's 2 and 63. Okay. Does 3 work?
3 and 42.
Does 4 work?
No.
5 wouldn't work. Does 6 work?
21.
6 and 21. 7. 7 and 18. We're getting closer. 8. 9.
14.
Also, this is 20, not 10.
Wait.
No, you said 10. And I just wrote it down.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Yes, wait, is that not right? No, you said 20. Bro, I'm sorry.
Okay, 11 wouldn't work. What about
5 times
12?
20 is 100? 5 times 10. 5 times 10. Oh, I'm thinking of 10. 10 times 10.
But yeah. I know what I did this one. I know I got an answer. I just don't remember what it was. Oh, I have an answer. I forgot what it was.
You didn't say anything. I don't think.
Yeah. This was 32.
That's crazy.
Okay, so this should have been negative 224 and 28 and 8. So we'll just fix that. There we go. Now we have our numbers. Ignore all of this. So once you have your numbers, you're going to split your middle. So if you factor out a GCF, leave it. Keep your first and your last. Put in your two middle. Does not matter the order. Then you have 4 terms, so you're going back to factoring by grouping. Out of the first 2, we could divide out 7 and k, leaving k minus 4. And out of the last 2, we can divide out 4. I'm sorry, we can divide out 8, leaving k minus 4. So you would bring down your GCF and rewrite your 2 factors. Do you have any other questions on any of these? Go put your phones up in a calculator pocket. Grab a calculator if you need one.